yeah, I started building the panel house again. I'm still working on it. It's pretty big. Well, this is based on a Soviet-style panel house known as khrushchevka. It was built during the reign of Nikita Khrushchev, and they were usually pretty basic. They were made of concrete. Instead of concrete, I decided to use terracotta because it just has the more, like, because if we used concrete, it would have to be like a more new feel, but this is like modern day khrushchevka, so it's like pretty run down. Everything's in pretty poor condition. So yeah, my parents used to live in these because my parents are both from the Soviet Union. Yeah, I'm also adding some balconies. These are pretty basic balconies, and I messed this one up. Yeah, so it's like this pretty basic panel house. I could add that all of them have balconies, but I'm gonna do that some of them have balconies and some of them don't, because then it looks just more authentic, I have to say. So I'm also doing an alternating one of these where it goes like lights, no lights. I'm using a lamp. Oh wait, I just forgot. This one is not gonna be. So I'm doing only that the corner tenements are the ones that are gonna have the balconies, and also this one, middle one, and then it's gonna be mirrored on the back. It's a pretty massive project, as I only currently have like 2.25. So I'm doing this for a project about architecture, and this currently the thing with the current prompt was Russia and Northern Europe. So pretty much Soviet Union, which is why I decided to build a panel house in the most. And what is more panel housey than a khrushchevka? So I also speak Russian, and which allows me to easier. And I'm also gonna go on the quick builds also. That was gonna be. So let me. So over there, the yellow thing, that is my feng shui apartment for the Far East Asia and China. That was what I was gonna submit for. It was Central Asia and India. I ended up not submitting. I ended up submitting a colonial style house. I don't have it here because I destroyed it because it was not very useful for me. It also took up space. One of the failed projects, I was trying to build some Victorian house, a Victorian row house. Also like traditional Fijian houses. That's why I was also trying to build a colonial house, but I just gave up. This is a furthest colonial house, so it's pretty much like that. Yeah. So these buildings do not have an interior, like I said. They are going to be without an interior. Oh, I did that wrong. Now, so a way you want to build a khrushchevka is that it has to be 5 stories tall. A khrushchevka is no more, no less 5 stories tall. If you want to build a Stalinka, you're going to have to build like a Muscovite architecture. That's something completely different. So panel houses are usually, of course, made of concrete with like separating blocks. I did the green because it's more poppy, like pops out more. If we were to do like the actual colors that I would have done the entire thing gray. I do not like that, and so I decided to add some green instead. So you want to make it 5 stories tall. You want to have a covered entrance because remember, this is Northern Europe, in Russia, which means there is snow. And if there is snow, you need the entrance card, because how are people gonna get in now? I'm not doing this here because the same tenement, so they have one. I don't even think that you need side ones. All the images that I've seen, they don't have side tenement, they only have front and back, but I'm gonna keep it as like an extra touch. Actually no, because these are usually pretty close together, so yeah, I'm gonna remove that from last time. That was a bunch of time wasted. I mean, you're only gonna see the front. They're only gonna see the front anyway when I submit it, so might as well cut some corners. Right. Also put blocks behind it so I don't have to furnish it. This also allows me to do like a sense of depth instead of like having to furnish each one. That would give more depth, but I can't be bothered to make it, so I'm just gonna do alternating between rooms having lights on and off. I think it looks nice. I don't know what you guys think about it. And pretty much no one watches these, so who am I even talking to? I'm talking to the future viewers of this channel. If you're watching this, I have to say thanks for watching me. Thanks for watching the Dylan 10Z channel. Yeah, I would communicate with chats because I was scared to like use my voice. Now I'm not scared, I just basic. So yeah, no, this is pretty bothering me that there is no lights even though there's pretty big windows, so that one definitely isn't. Yeah, so I am changing this. I have to submit it on Friday anyway, so yeah, I have limited time to build this. So this is what I currently have. It's going to be an empty building, just like that feng shui one, even though I used white on that. Yeah, so it's going to look like this. I just imagine the same thing just stacked multiple times. And the microphone is pretty loud, and I could check on OBS. Yeah, so we're just going to build it on the side. I think it's also my keyboard, even though it's cherry switches. They still are pretty loud because I've been using them for a while. Yeah, so this is gonna be the where are my blocks? Has anyone else been having this kind of glitches? Because I've been having them. I've been showing them to my friends, and my friends say that that's pretty funky and never happened to them. Anyone else have that kind of glitch? So this design is based on some actual real life ones, except for the fact that this one's more colorful. Yeah. I don't care if you use my design for these buildings, you could change them, but remember, if you want an accurate khrushchevka, you need to build it 5 stories high. I don't care if you use my design, as long as you credit me in this video log, and again, the invisible blocks, credit me in all of these videos, then yeah, you could use this. I mean, I've used also, this isn't even my original idea or design. I took it from someone else. I don't remember which one. But it was like a forum, and I just changed it up. It's very big. So the base idea was the same thing, that there's like these blocks, but they had furnished and they had a much wider entrance. I have like this, so one door. would have put 2, but this is an asymmetric. This is an odd number of building length. I don't know why it's choppy like that. Come on, why? I'm trying to record some commentary, not explode people's eardrums. Which is why I had actually the original volume. I originally had it on low, but I changed it because you couldn't hear me on low. Oh, that's the thing living in the United States. You live next to a road and it's gonna be loud. I'm probably gonna fast forward this. Just like building the 3rd floor. I don't know how I'm going to cause I don't know how to build it where it's a time-lapse camera, cause I don't know how to use those. And they're my family members. This is my brother. Yeah, I mean, my door does have soundproofing, but the problem is that that soundproofing is pretty much useless now because I have a cat door. Actually, I'm not going to speed this up. It's a pretty short building process. Plus, I need the watch time. Yeah, because I have a cat door on my door, and originally I had a bunch of soundproofing, but now it doesn't. It would have soundproofing, but we chose a different type of cat door that's always open. And they removed a bunch of soundproofing. So now my brother's going to be yelling non-stop because my grandparents are also here. Hold up, did I mess something up? Oh, I'm so stupid. Yeah, let me fill this up with glass real quick so I don't make that kind of mistake again. Yeah, this part I might speed up. Or no, I'm just gonna keep talking anyway, because I need people to keep on watching. So be done. Yeah, so I alternated to make it look like some of the floors are used and some aren't. But in this case, I don't think it's going to be perfectly alternating in real life. But I like order, and I can't do the other direction either because I don't know how to. I do not know how to be random. I can be very orderly and very predictable. The rest of these, I could have filled them with a darker thing, with a darker terracotta or concrete. What even is this? Gray concrete? Yeah, I could have filled them with black concrete, but I had this on hand because the foundation. Yeah, well, so now I just need to finish the balconies on the back. So the way I built a balcony, so you do 1, 1, 2, 2. To the side, you can use any material for this. I just like to use stone because it just seems more like Soviet era. It just feels Soviet-y. Yeah, so I could have built something like the St. Basil's Cathedral, or the Kremlin, or any other of the major things because Lithuania is also in the Northern Europe. So I could have done that, but I decided not to. So I'm building it's a basic panel house. So there's that, and there's also remember also something called a khrushchevka, but my parents say that's not a real thing. There was also something called oh, that was way too loud. There's also something called a Stalinka, which is way bigger. Why is it always so loud like that? I'm keeping it pretty far away. There's also something called the Stalinka, which is like a decorate, so it's kind of like a Muscovite architecture. Yeah, but actually, any building that was built during one of the reigns of the prime ministers or leaders, that counts as technically. I clicked the wrong button. That counts pretty much like that kind of building. So, yeah, well, thanks for watching this. I'm going to be posting like these daily logs on this building, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And